What if I told you there's one single thing that steals 10 years of your life after 65, and your doctor probably hasn't warned you about it? Every day, thousands of seniors over 65 do this without thinking. They wake up, they move slowly, they sit down, and they stay there. And they don't realize this one habit is quietly taking away their independence, their energy, and their future. Here's the truth. A major study from the Journal of the American Medical Association found that people over 65 who engage in this one behavior lose up to 10 years of healthy, active life. Not 5, not 7, 10. I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why it's so dangerous, and what to do instead. Watch until the end, because the last point will surprise you. If you ever felt like you're slowing down faster than you should, comment yes below. Let me tell you why I'm qualified to say this. I've spent the last 15 years working with seniors in clinical settings, from 65-year-old retirees to 85-year-olds still living independently. And there's one pattern I see over and over. The patients who come complaining of just getting older, they're tired, they've lost muscle, they can't climb stairs like they used to, almost always share one thing in common. They stop doing something simple. Something that doesn't require a gym membership, expensive equipment, or hours of time. And the ones who kept doing it, they're the ones still golfing, still dancing at weddings, still picking up their grandkids without back pain. Stay with me until the end. Point number 3 will surprise most people. 1. Why your body starts losing 10 years after 65. Here's the problem. After age 65, your body enters a phase called sarcopenia, a fancy word for muscle loss. Every single year, you lose about 1 to 2% of your muscle mass. That doesn't sound like much, but over 10 years, that's 15 to 20% of your muscle gone. Muscle isn't just for lifting groceries. Your muscles control your balance, your metabolism, your blood sugar, even your immune system. When you lose muscle, you don't just get weaker, you get slower, you fall more, you get sick more often. Think about it this way. A 70-year-old with strong legs can stand up from a chair without using their hands. A 70-year-old without that muscle, they lean forward, rock 3 times, and push off the armrests. That's not just inconvenient. That's the beginning of losing your independence. And the worst part? Most seniors don't even realize it's happening. They assume it's normal aging. It's not. Drop a number in the comments if you've noticed you're getting weaker. Just put a 1 if you felt this change. 2. The one thing doctors say wastes 10 years. Sitting too much. So what's the one thing? It's not what you think. It's not eating sugar. It's not forgetting to take your vitamins. It's not doing resistance training. Here's what the research says. A 2020 study followed over 8,000 adults aged 65 and older. Those who did zero-strength training had a 64% higher risk of losing their ability to walk, bathe, and dress themselves within 10 years. That's not a typo. 64%. The doctors in that study were blunt. Sedentary behavior combined with no resistance exercise accelerates aging by at least a decade. Your body has a built-in use it or lose it system. If you don't challenge your muscles, your brain gets a signal. This person doesn't need this muscle anymore. Let's break it down. And that's exactly what happens. You're not just losing strength. You're losing years. 3. The silent killer nobody talks about. Bone density loss. Now here's where it gets serious. The same lack of resistance training that wastes muscle also destroys your bones. After 65, your bone density drops fast. Without weight-bearing exercise, your bones become brittle. One wrong step on a rug. One slip on a wet bathroom floor, and suddenly you're in the ER with a broken hip. Doctors know this. But how many doctors actually tell you to lift weights? Very few. They say go for a walk. They say stay active. But walking does almost nothing to build bone density. It's good for your heart, yes, but for your bones, it's like using a garden hose to put out a house fire. The solution is simple. You need to put load through your skeleton. That means using your own body weight, resistance bands, or light dumbbells. 10 minutes, 3 times a week. That's it. I want you to think about this the next time you're sitting on the couch. That one decision to stand up and do 3 chair squats might be the difference between living independently at 80 or needing help to get to the bathroom. Comment strong if you're ready to change this. For how this one thing wastes your brain power too, the dementia link. This is the part most people don't expect. But here's a fact that will shock you. Your muscles and your brain are connected. They talk to each other. When you do resistance training, your muscles release chemicals called myokines. These chemicals travel to your brain and stimulate the growth of new neurons. They protect against Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and age-related cognitive decline. Now flip it. When you avoid resistance training, your muscles release fewer myokines. Your brain gets less of that protective signal. And over time, your memory, your focus, and your problem-solving skills begin to slip. A 2022 study from the University of Sydney followed seniors who did no strength training. After 10 years, they had a 40% higher rate of mild cognitive impairment, the early stage of dementia. That's 10 years of brain health lost. So when doctors say it wastes 10 years of your life, they're not just talking about your legs. They're talking about your mind, your memory, and your ability to recognize your own grandchildren. Drop a 2 in the comments if you've ever worried about your memory. 5. The cure. How to reverse 10 years of damage in just 8 weeks. Here's the good news. You can stop this. You can actually reverse most of the damage. And it doesn't take years. A study from Tufts University took seniors between 70 and 85 who had not done any strength training for at least 5 years. They put them on a simple program, 2 15-minute sessions per week of bodyweight exercises like wall push-ups, chair squats, and seated leg lifts. In 8 weeks, their muscle mass increased by 11%. Their walking speed improved by 18%. Their balance scores improved by 24%. And most importantly, their fear of falling dropped by nearly half. Let me say that again. In 2 months, these people reversed 10 years of decline. The program is so simple, you can do it in your living room. No gym membership, no special equipment, just a chair, a wall, and 15 minutes of your day. But here's the secret most doctors won't tell you. The key is consistency. You can't do it once a month. You have to do it 3 times a week, every week. That's how you reclaim your future. We've covered why muscle and bone loss waste your life, how it hurts your brain, and the simple cure. But the most important point, number 6, is something your doctor may never tell you. It's not about strength. It's about something deeper. Something that affects your ability to heal, your mood, and even your lifespan. And it's happening right now in millions of seniors who think they're doing everything right. That's coming up next. Keep watching. 6. The hidden risk. How failing to build muscle quietly destroys your immune system. This is the point that will make you call your friend over 65 and tell them to watch this video. Your muscles act as a reservoir for your immune system. They store proteins that your body uses to fight infections, repair wounds, and respond to vaccines. When you have strong muscles, you have a strong immune system. When you don't, your immune system gets weaker, even if you eat well and sleep enough. Think about the last time you got sick. Did you bounce back quickly, or did it linger for weeks? That's your muscle mass at work. A 2019 study from the Cleveland Clinic tracked 2,000 seniors over 70. The ones with the lowest muscle mass were 4 times more likely to be hospitalized for pneumonia, flu, or sepsis. 4 times. Now think about this. You're 75 years old. You catch a cold. A 45-year-old recovers in 5 days. You might take 14 days, and in those 2 weeks, you lose more muscle. That makes you weaker. Then you fall. Then you break a hip. Then you're in a nursing home. It's a cascade. And it all starts with one thing. Not challenging your muscles. Comment, I get it, if you understand now. Let me summarize what you've learned today in 3 sentences. First, after 65, your body naturally loses muscle and bone, but you can stop it completely with just 15 minutes of resistance training 3 times a week. Second, that loss doesn't just steal your strength. It steals your balance, your brain power, your immune system, and up to 10 years of healthy independent life. Third, the cure is simple, free, and works in just 8 weeks, but you have to start today, not tomorrow. Here's what I want you to do right now. Stand up from wherever you're sitting. Do 5 chair squats. Just 5. That's the first step toward getting those 10 years back. If this video helped you, hit that like button, not for me, but for the person over 65 who needs to see this. Share this with one friend or family member who's in this age range. You might just save their independence. And comment below, I'm starting today, if you're going to do something about this. I read every single comment. Thanks for watching. Stay strong. And remember, you're not getting older. You're getting better if you choose to.